Hi, my name is Jay Young with RPM Marketing, and today I want to discover what kind of fisherman you are, and what kind of fishing you want to do. Yeah, there is a correlation between this and to advertising and then to marketing, but there's really no reason to talk about marketing until we understand this first. All right, so let's determine what kind of fisherman you actually are. Are you the type of fisherman that would like to wade out into murky waters and have that spear at your side? Maybe you see a silhouette of a fish go by and you throw that spear with everything you got. Didn't get it? Well, you try it again and again and again. Yeah, it's not a perfect way to fish. You might catch one or two fish for dinner. In business, you got to have a process to tell people about your services. You don't really have a marketing plan. You're really just doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Really just kind of what you're seeing other business people doing, but with no real plan. Or maybe you're the type of fisherman that just stands on the bank of the lake there and waits for the fish to jump out of the water and flop right there at your feet. Sure, you've got a website, but you're making your prospects do all the work of finding you and determining if your services are right for them, all in a sea of other businesses that are doing the same thing you're doing. I'll bet it feels good if one of those happens to flop out on the bank at your feet, but it's not really anything you can count on or depend on week after week, month after month, and year after year. Then there's the fisherman that casts his line into the polluted water. Oh sure, there's fish in there, but not the kind you want to take home to your family. Not all prospects are good prospects. You know, it's just the facts. Some don't have credit or a budget for what you offer. Let's face it, there are some prospects that are just not pleasant to deal with, and you probably know the kind, right? They always want more than what they paid for, and they're willing to complain about the smallest thing and leave you a bad review. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to go fishing in polluted waters. But if you want to be a really successful fisherman, you have to build a net. If you don't build a net, and if you don't decide on the type of fish that you want, if you don't pick the right boat, if you don't go out at the right time of day, if you don't use the right bait, if you don't know the currents, if you don't figure out how to retrieve them once you've caught them, well, that's what marketing is. You have to build a net. You have to put that net in the water. You have to check it regularly, and it can never go away. You see, if you don't build a net, you're going to be hungry and very disappointed. So, what type of fisherman are you? Are you using the spear in the murky water? Or are you standing on the lake shore waiting for the fish to jump out of the water at your feet? Or fishing in polluted waters? Or better yet, are you using a net? Well, that's what I do. I help businesses build marketing nets, and lots of marketing nets, and put them in the right water to get the right fish. Let's have a discussion, and I'll help you put together a marketing net for your business. And as Chief Brody from Jaws said, you're going to need a bigger boat.